In the quiet suburb of Maple Grove, tension hung in the air like a storm cloud. Karen, a fiery woman with a knack for drama, stood on her front lawn, clutching a spray bottle of vinegar solution. Her target, a service dog named Max, who lay calmly on the grass, his vest clearly marked. Max belonged to her neighbor, a veteran who relied on him for support, but Karen had decided the dog was a nuisance after he barked at her cat once. Behind her, 4 police officers stood on the sidewalk, arms crossed, watching the scene unfold. They'd been called after Karen's 10th complaint about Max that month. Officer Daniels, the lead, sighed heavily. "Ma'am, put the bottle down." "That's a service animal," he said, his voice firm but tired. Karen spun around, her face flushed. "This mutt is a menace. I have rights." She aimed the bottle at Max again, spraying a mist that dissipated in the breeze. Max didn't flinch, his training keeping him steady, though his soft brown eyes flicked toward the officers as if to say, "Really?" The officers exchanged glances. Officer Lopez stepped forward, her hand resting on her belt. "Ma'am, if you don't stop, we'll have to take you in for harassment and animal cruelty." Final warning. Karen froze, the bottle trembling in her hand. She looked at Max, then at the officers, and finally at the rural leash law sign she'd proudly planted in her yard. Ironic, since Max wasn't breaking any laws. The weight of her actions sank in. She dropped the bottle, muttering, "Fine, but this isn't over." As the officers escorted her back to her house for a formal warning, Max's owner stepped out, shaking his head. He knelt beside Max, scratching his ears. "Good boy," he whispered. The neighborhood returned to its quiet hum, but Karen's reputation as the street's troublemaker was sealed.